Hello, I am Brooke Powell, and I decided to perform my SWOT analysis on Kendall's Cafe after one of my friends suggested I try it there for lunch because it's one of her favorite restaurants. So, you might be wondering, what exactly is a SWOT analysis? Well, to put it simply, it's the professional way to judge and analyze a business. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths are the things that the business excels at. Weaknesses are the things that the business needs to work on. Opportunities are ways that the business could improve. And threats are things that could potentially hurt the business. Each of these things are observed when you're constructing a SWOT analysis. So, in case you've never dined at Kendall's before, here's a little bit of background. First of all, as you can see from the pictures, it's a pretty small place and it's set back from the road a little bit. It's a very intimate cafe setting. The head chef is actually also the co-owner with his wife, and I learned that the restaurant itself is named after their daughter, Kendall. So it's definitely what I would call a mom and pop kind of cafe setting. But I really enjoyed it even though. There were a number of strengths that I observed while I was dining at Kendall's. First of all, as soon as I walked in the door, I was greeted with a loud welcome and a huge smile from the server. Also, when we were ordering, the server offered her personal suggestion, and the food came out very quickly. And following the food, the chef even came out to make sure that everything was prepared exactly how we like it. And it was. The food was very tasty. Pictured is what I ordered and also what the server suggested to me. It is apparently one of the favorite items on the menu, and that is a chicken salad croissant with their famous baked 7-cheese macaroni and cheese. Despite all of these strengths, there were a few weaknesses as well. First of all, just because of the size of the restaurant, there was only one server working at the time. Now, because when I ate there, it was just me and a couple of other tables, she was all right. But I think that if it got any busier, she would be extremely overworked. There was also limited parking, and I already mentioned that the restaurant was set off from the road a little bit, and it was definitely easy to miss. I almost drove right by it on the way there. Lastly, the bathrooms were not well kept up with. Possibly because they're understaffed. In my opinion, there are a number of ways that Kendall's could grow and improve their business, though. First, they need to correct their weaknesses. To do this, they could hire more staff, expand their parking, and either fix their sign or get something much more eye-catching. You can see this picture contrasts from the last picture in that the sign is actually hanging up and bright and people are able to see it from the road. I think Kendall's would also be able to draw in a lot more customers if they released advertisements and coupons in local papers, which they currently don't do any of. Although there are a number of strengths and many opportunities to grow their business, there are a few things that threaten Kendall's Cafe. First of all, there are a number of similar restaurants in the area that potential patrons could visit instead of Kendall's. That's why Kendall's needs to capitalize on the opportunities that I mentioned previously, and they need to check on the other restaurants every so often to ensure that their prices are staying competitive. Overall, I would definitely dine at Kendall's again. There were a significant number of strengths, including the kindness of the staff, the intimate setting, and the great taste of the food. And there are only a few weaknesses which can easily be corrected by acting on the opportunities that I mentioned. If they can stay competitive with the similar and competing restaurants in the area and keep their prices competitive, I think that Kendall's Cafe will continue to be a successful business. I highly recommend that all of you try it out as well. Thank you.